I am eager to hear from Joyce and Nelson about what revolutionary love means to them and what led them to choose this path, what in their own lives has made them so determined and so committed and has helped them remain so resilient.
So beloved community is a term for me, but I fully embrace my understanding of revolutionary love and look forward to it propelling us to an even higher position of humanity as we move forward. But let me stop at that and invite Nelson to add or maybe even disagree with whatever I've just shared.
Well, our understanding of anything is to grow or it can diminish. I think as long as you stay in the struggle to try to change the conditions of the world for the better, the more you have to grow or give up. And I think that growth draws the best out of us as we engage a world that is a nation that is disloyal to its own creeds and documents, that blatantly accumulate riches at the expense of the poor, that casually makes war on other countries in order to enrich itself. Living through all of that gives you a different perspective of the nation, first of all, but it also gives you a different perspective of what it takes to change it. And that's where I think the term revolutionary love comes in. It's not a plaything. It's not in the 60s, we would have fun and were somewhat unaware of the danger we were in oftentimes. That's not true anymore. People around you are starving. People are reduced to shooting each other. Folk don't have a place to stay that's warm and comforting. All of that actually are social conditions going in the wrong direction. What does it take to not only confront them, but to change it? It's not a plaything. It's not something where you can give a speech or do a monkey flip or whatever, and it changes. It requires a deep commitment. And I think that's what the revolutionary dimension of it really means. That it requires a growth in us that comes out in a way that affirms life and affirms the neighbor and affirms the next nation, that it doesn't get in line to volunteer to go to Vietnam, but actually it equips you to say no to those things. I'm not going to do that. It violates the very core of love that I've come to understand. To run into another nation and start killing people and giving the land to the rich. And as you grow in that way, if your love doesn't grow, it won't match that. And it gets overshadowed by that. So I think the term revolutionary love is appropriate for this period where we are confronted with climate change, where we're confronted with different forms of racism, where poverty grows in our neighborhood. What is the quality of the soul that can stand against that? And to do it with a certain amount of, I'm reluctant to use the word joy, but with a certain amount of contentment and commitment. This is what I was born to do. I think that is revolutionary love. And I do think that it is a requirement of the period that we were in. And in a sense, King was hitting that pretty hard, but it has gotten worse since they killed King. That it would require a deeper commitment by a greater array of people in order to qualitatively transform this nation from what it has become to being more of a beloved community.
Mhm.